Hello social media friends, I'm David Gomez for DRB Media Communications Digital News. Odessa residents gathered at 42nd and JBS Parkway for the Not a King protest. Bronson Wilson has the story.
On Saturday, June 14th, around 200 people that included children gathered at 42nd and JBS Parkway to protest the mistreatment of undocumented immigrants as well as U.S. citizens that ICE may consider illegal.
Those of us with a heart recognize that First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights have been stripped. And if it's stripped from one of us, it's stripped from all of us.
The group also voiced their opposition to Trump administration's goal to turn democracy into a monarchy.
The overall goal is to unite people in a common cause, and specifically, no kings.
People representing several different Latino countries yelled out slogans and held up signs with a variety of images.
We are against mass deportations. We are against the violation of due process. We are against the violation of the First Amendment. We are vehemently opposed to all of the executive order policies that Trump is putting in place to try to divide people.
Several military veterans stood in solidarity with the Not a King protesters.
Well, every service person takes an oath to defend the Constitution, be it either domestic or foreign. And these days, it's more domestic than it is foreign.
It seems to be a Russian operative favoring Russia over American interests in many ways. And he called us all suckers and losers. Every single active and veteran military.
We shouldn't be calling in National Guard, Marines, or anybody else to deal with immigration. Then if that's the case, then maybe immigration needs to come to the table and ask for bigger funding or something to help do what they need to do. But as far as coming in and doing this with a show of force, what happened in Los Angeles is wrong. In my opinion, scrambling the National Guard for major cities and advancement for these protests is wrong because they're all supposed to be peaceful, not aggravated or anything.
A retired Christian church pastor who attended the protest is very critical of President Trump's rhetoric claiming he was sent by God and the way megachurch is encouraging the claim.
There is nothing about Trump that agrees in any way with what the gospel teaches about love and compassion and caring caring for those who are the most disadvantaged. There's nothing in any of his policies that agrees with the gospel. Conservative churches have, in my opinion, misunderstood the gospel for decades. And so mega churches that say, God is with Trump, I think they're just as wrong as they can be.
Other Odessa citizens were out voicing their support of the president, honoring Flag Day and the 250-year celebration of the Army. Some of the folks were at 42nd Street by Music City Mall and on the east side of the intersection of 42nd and JBS Parkway by Twin Peaks.
So we're out here celebrating the American flag. We love America. We love the American flag. We are God-fearing, loving citizens. There's only one king. That's God, Jesus Christ.
Overall, the Not a King protest and those supporting President Donald Trump was relatively peaceful except for a Trump supporter trying to agitate the peaceful protest by crashing through the crowd, and a tall white male in his 70s, wearing a Make America Great Again red cap attempting to intimidate a woman who was protesting peacefully. The one thing that both groups shared was the pride in the American flag. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, I'm Bronson Wilson.
Thank you for following us on Facebook, X formerly Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and our website at DRB Media Communications Digital News.tv. For DRB Media Communications Digital News, I'm David Gomez.